Hello, BookTube. I just finished moving my history and fiction, poetry, and drama collections, so it's time to go beyond the bookshelf. This tag was created by Bibliophile Bookscape, and I saw it most recently on Steve Donahue's channel. I will leave links to both channels in the show notes down below. And I think that probably will be the only thing in the show notes because there will be no books mentioned. And I'm not entirely sure if there will be any other media mentioned, like movies or television. So let's get started. Question number 1. What is something you enjoy outside of books that people might not know about? I would say cooking. I do rather enjoy cooking, although sometimes it can be incredibly stressful if I'm trying to make several dishes or things at once. I can get stressed out rather easily. If I'm making something and something else at that time that's not related to cooking goes wrong, it can royally stress me out. I have also enjoyed painting, particularly pastel painting, although since I have been in this apartment, I haven't done any painting, which does bum me out, but I have no space for it. Prompt or question number 2. What is one small thing that brings you happiness in everyday life? Unfortunately, there is nothing outside of books. And that's just the way it is. There's really nothing else in my life that gives me any sort of happiness or joy that is not book related. Question number 3. What is something you could talk about for hours besides books? Nothing really. I mean, and except for to myself, I don't really talk about hours about books either. It's just random conversation, no specific topic. Question number 4. What is a skill or hobby you would love to learn someday? I would love to learn more cooking techniques and recipes. I would love to experiment more and expand my palate. Unfortunately, while I'm a bit more adventurous, my mother isn't, and I do take care of my mother, so I have to balance my desire for trying new dishes with her more finicky tastes. Also, I would have liked to improve my pastel painting skills, and I also would have loved to learn as sequential illustration, basically comic book art. A lot of my creative ideas have tended more towards comic books than, say, prose fiction. And I would have liked to be able to do the artwork myself, but I never have gotten around to trying to learn those skills and improve them. So, anyway, question number 5. What is one thing you think everyone should experience at least once? A very good meal that gives you a food orgasm. Question number 6. What is a movie or show you can rewatch anytime? There isn't any. For me, this question really, I think, is more meant for children, because children do tend to watch the same movies or TV shows over and over and over, much to their parents or other relatives or caregivers' chagrin, because it can get tiresome after a while. Um, and I think as a child, I probably was in a similar situation um, with, say, oh, quite a few children's movies, some sword and sorcery for which I was way too young to watch. But as I've gotten older, and particularly now, there really isn't anything that I can rewatch over and over and over again. I will get thoroughly sick of it. And even things that had been what I'd rewatched many times as a child, I can't stomach now. So, as of right now, there really are no movies or television shows that I can watch and rewatch over and over again. Question number 7. What is a drink, non-alcoholic, that you would suggest anyone try? Water. Question number 8. What is your perfect lazy day? I have no idea what that would be. I would probably be somewhere just reading a book. But I think that would be the only kind of lazy day I would have. Anyway, BookTube, that was Beyond the Bookshelf. If you haven't done this tag and would like to do so, consider yourselves tagged. I will be back tomorrow with a book haul. Hopefully Amazon doesn't screw it up, but since at least one of the books is going to be delivered by Amazon itself, I wouldn't be too surprised. Anyway, BookTube, until tomorrow, thank you and have a great afternoon.